Where my girls at?
Taking the spicy note, keep it locked in.
Where my girls at?
Keep on watching while the beat keep knocking.
Where my girls at?
You love the flow, it's the ladies show.
Where my girls at? Yeah. Where my girls at?
There was an incident that happened with CHRISEAN Rock.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she and it's so weird that to me it happened with TAMAR. Now I don't follow TAMAR that often, but I'm sitting here wondering why the hell TAMAR would have CHRISEAN Rock come out on stage with her.
I was very confused.
First of all, because Tamar is actually a little ratchet on the low.
She is.
I love her. No, but she is.
She is.
Okay.
I mean, we ain't mad at it. You know, be yourself. But you know, I feel like she probably too invited her for a good gesture. You know what I mean? She probably has so much going on her plate now that she had a kid. Everybody is like, you know, telling her how she's not a good parent and stuff like that. So she probably did it out the kindness of her heart. Oh, come to my show. But you know, you can't change. What they say, chameleon can't change. Well, I don't know. Either
Well,
way,
they probably have some type of
her
relationship.
behavior is
They're
not
both-
going to change.
But you know, they do have some type of relationship though.
They have
Like,
to.
They're both from Baltimore. They're Baltimore girls.
They're both Pisces.
They're both Pisces as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so they got some commonalities. They have some type of relationship or whatever. And she was in LA. CHRISEAN lives in LA, and she supposedly invited her to come out to my show or whatever. Like,
And the way she escorted her out there, like she was really the queen of something.
Yeah,
Like holding hands and, you know, look at this big celebrity that I found, CHRISEAN Rock.
I'm crying.
CHRISEAN Rock is like, when it comes to social media life right now and that generation and everything, like she's up there.
Yes.
Up
Yeah,
there.
the
Okay,
social
so
media
it
people.
could be, you know, I don't know if y'all got the same type of audience though, so that's the part that don't really make sense.
Tamar. Like Tamar is classy ratchet. She's
Right.
not the ratchet. She's
Right.
Right.
that's
Right.
Tamar. That's my girl.
Right.
That's my girl. Sean
I
is
mean-
not my girl.
This is the same concert that Tony Braxton was at.
Right.
Tony
like,
Braxton
don't-
was just on stage with Tamar singing some kind of song.
Wait, let's pause real quick. How about everybody saying that this the stage Lil Mama ran up on with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys?
Oh, this is the
my
same
gosh.
one? Oh man.
It was the same stage. Oh, it's something in that
stage got history.
environment and that I don't know.
Yo, when I
Stage is
heard that,
dope.
they said it must be something with the stage. I don't
That
know.
was the end of her career.
I don't know.
I am weak.
And not only that, but at this particular show, there was some controversy that went on with CHRISEAN Rock that she punched the promoter in the face.
Yeah.
And the promoter had a bloody nose for like
The promoter's friend, which is the guy that
Oh, right.
sang
the-
Patty Pie's song, and he blew up like
Patti
probably back-
LaBelle.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Patty Pies, and he blew up probably like back in 2017 or 18 or something like that.
They
Right.
were telling her like, no, we don't know nothing about you supposed
Yeah,
to
and
be
she
performing
said
or
stop
whatever.
lying and punched him
So
in his mouth.
confused.
And she like, you
Oh.
better stop lying. You know I was supposed to perform or whatever.
Ratchet
And
shoes.
yes.
How
So,
you
and you know, they said that, you know, she was drinking, you know, they smelled like weed. So she was a little lit or whatever. And, you know, she said that they was lying and don't say it again. And then he got punched in the face and chipped. She must look. Supposedly his tooth got chipped. And his
What
nose
in
would
the
not
hell?
stop
Let me tell
bleeding.
you something. You ain't
I
about to
can't.
have me running scared around here,
Okay.
okay? You ain't about to be bullying everybody in sight. Ain't no way. Like I
Yeah,
was in jail. I was the girl.
She
Yo,
thinks
so
she
you're a
thinks she in
bully.
the
You're a bully.
baddies. The
You're a
baddies.
bully.
That's her real life.
Yeah, you're a bully, bro. Take that to the
Yeah,
to the
like,
baddies.
I
Take that to
can't.
baddies.
That's her real
I
life.
can't. I
Like
can't.
Girl,
I don't
when you
have
gonna stop
nothing
the fight,
positive about this
somebody
girl.
gonna really put you down. I'm not talking about in a bad way. And you know, somebody gonna really put her down as far as, you know, knock you out type stuff,
Yeah,
embarrass you.
Especially when you hitting men, because you like to
That's
hit
what I'm
men.
saying.
exactly. And you
Crazy.
can't get mad if they hit you back. Then we don't do that.
Exactly.
You know, we can't play both sides. You ain't
Yeah.
want them to hit you, don't hit them. It's really
So
that simple.
as a result of that, she may very well be about to either go to jail for assault,
You
and
need
she may
something.
be being sued as well.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
you see, she's trying to get her life together. She just got a house that she's very proud of.
I'm saying, like, I was rooting for the girl. You may not have great tendencies, but I was still rooting for you as a young up and coming girl with a
That
new
outside
being.
stuff is cool, but that inner work
Hey,
girl.
come on, I don't promote bullying, especially not bullying. Never.
And she got kids. She got a kid
Yeah.
now.
You got a
Yeah.
kid. And now
Like,
you got to get your kid given to Blueface and his fiance child.
you got a
Ooh.
fiance? Oh
Man.
boy.
You know, there's a lot of women that do that have problems with the law, and they don't have nobody to give their kid to when they have
And they
to
got to
go.
go to the daddy.
And let's say the pops ain't there. You have a situation where some of these kids could end up in a foster home.
Yep.
Wasn't she in one?
I don't know.
I think
Mm.
so.
Cycles continue.
This is took the words out my
See?
mouth.
The brokenness
Words
is
out my
all
mouth.
that has been the thing for most of these topics.
And as much as social
Broken.
media, as much as she may be one of the rank highest in social media, where is your integrity?
Yeah, like, you know,
Where is
no.
your morality?
No, exactly. It don't exist.
Where is it?
She's broken. She has a
Very.
lot of issues.
And
And
I don't feel like no one can help her. She's the type where she got to feel it to learn.
Yeah, no, can't nobody help nobody like that.
Can't help her.
That's inner work. Nobody can do nothing for you.
You know, as much as people
Nothing.
trying to reach out to her, oh my God, why can't contact me? I'll come check you. I'll fly out.
Yeah. It's
Just
none
give
of
it
that
up.
matter.
Give it up.
Nope.
Just give
She
it
need
up.
to sit with herself.
She needs
That's
to
it.
sit with herself, and she about to
Yep.
be in a jail cell.
Well, there's her time.
KEKE Palmer is now the sole guardian of her 8-month-old son, Leotis, after she filed and was granted a request for a domestic violence restraining order against the child's father, Darius Jackson. The Nope star was granted temporary sole custody of her son after filing legal documents on Thursday in Los Angeles. The temporary restraining order granted by a Los Angeles County judge stipulates that Jackson must stay at least 100 yards away from both Palmer and their son. Jackson was ordered to have no visitation with Leotis until further order of the court. The documents also stated.
Yo, did y'all see the pictures on social media where it looked like him hitting her?
Yes,
Mhm.
that
No.
was nuts. I seen that. Like he had her by the neck over the couch type stuff.
Yeah.
What is happening? And then it was another incident where they was by the door steps or something. Like, I don't know. And that's the thing too. We as women, we don't speak out immediately when these things happen. We think that,
Yeah.
oh, he just lashed out in the moment. Oh, he'll probably, get over it. Or, oh, he was just flustered. Or we'll make excuses for this type of behavior when
Mhm.
this is not what's supposed to happen. You shouldn't resort to hitting me when you mad. Like, what?
Why is it that it seemed like as soon as a baby comes,
Oh my gosh.
Because you think you own somebody. That's probably why. He think he own her. Don't own her.
Mhm.
Don't learn how to dress for that usher.
Yes. You know, it goes both ways, okay? People trap people. It's like a weapon
Yeah.
to put a baby in somebody or to get a baby from somebody. It's like, okay, now I got you. Now you're going to have to be around. You're going to have to be around now for the next at least 18 years. Like, I got you. And look at what he's doing. He's trying to get child support from her already. Like, he's trying to get
sir.
money from her. Like,
You know that. That's nuts.
and yo,
Ghetto.
you got to think to
Ghetto.
yourself, do you want this hater around for 18 years?
Exactly. I'm like, ooh, what
Do
is
you
that?
want this dude that clowns around with money around for 18 years?
And then too, are you going to be the type of parent to manipulate my child when I do say, okay, you could be able to see your kid? Because that's another reason. We as mothers, we know certain things. You're not going to get my child and manipulate my child. And then when they come back, oh, daddy said this and daddy said that.
Mhm.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We could do this on Zoom or Skype or whatever. We could do that.
This is like an ongoing thing for the life of me. Like
It is.
every time it
Draining.
seems like when the baby's here and the baby's there. Look at Jeezy and what's her name? When the baby
Yeah, it's like a
comes
different
in, all of
relationship.
a sudden.
Oh, out
I'm
the
just
door.
like, this is sad. But see, what we were talking about, brokenness in the community.
Yep. And what they say, mama's babies, papa's what? Maybe.
Right.
Go and leave while we got to stay with the 18 children. What?
And they're not married, right?
I
No,
don't think so. No, I
no,
don't
they're
think
not
so.
married. No.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Because he had made a comment about
Her mom sure did come online and started saying, cut it out. And then
Yeah.
talking about the guy from that Issa Rae show, Insecure, the brother that's his brother.
That's his
So,
brother.
yeah, so
Yeah.
he was saying like, yo, brother, you know what's going on with just your brother. Cut it
Because
out.
the
Crazy.
brother tried to think that he was gonna like
Play it out.
salvage the situation and save his brother by
Yeah.
putting
He
it
wasn't
because
there.
using his popularity to post up like
Mhm.
trying to say that Keke ain't right or whatever whatever.
Mhm.
But now you backtracking. Now you taking
Exactly.
it back. Now you don't
The
put them
images
posts
came
down
down, it's
because
all
the
downhill.
proof is there. She got
Exactly.
receipts, baby.
Yep. Now
Yep.
what?
Okay, she got receipts.
Oh, that wasn't me. I was AI. Child, you better not say that.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. Not the delusions.
Oh, at
Wait,
all.
he said it was AI.
No, I'm
Like,
saying that. I said
okay.
he said how to pull that stunt, talk about his
I
AI.
was about to say
Right.
what?
As delusional as people are, I wouldn't be surprised if he said that.
It was all good just a week ago.
Okay.
Seriously.
How does your father deal with the success? Because that's got to be triggering for him in a lot of ways too. Triggering, or maybe he's just proud.
You know, at first it was rocky because I felt like he couldn't handle my success. I felt like it did come from an envious place, which is okay because he's human and it's fine. But I felt like, he still wants, like, he's one of those people that feels like, yo, like I still have a story to tell. I still feel like something, I have to say something. Like, no, he's like, I have to say something. Like, he's one of those people like, let me at him.
I know Angie Martinez doesn't like me. I don't like her either. You know what I'm saying? But to sit there and interview my daughter and manipulate the situation, she knew what she was doing. She was wrong. She's a woman too, so an older woman, so she should have knew better. You don't play with people's kids, and that's what's so disheartening about this, A lot of people doing, the whole Busta Rhymes collaboration, like, he should have reached out to me, like, you don't do no video with my daughter half naked, and, you a grown fucking man. He should have reached out to me and said something.
Benzino is upset. He's all over the blogs right now. He just did an interview, and basically he's talking about how he feels disrespected as a father. Apparently she did an interview with Angie Martinez, and Angie Martinez asked her a question regarding, something to the effect of, what was it? Was that are you happy for your daughter, or do you think your father is happy for your success? And she made a comment saying that he may be a little envious. So when that splashed, everything jumped off. What do you guys think about that?
This is
Toxic.
new though. It's not new.
Yeah, the
Toxic.
behavior is definitely not new.
They was beefing before.
And they made up. That's why I'm like, why are we going back to this?
when she first came out and was like really getting popular. Was it the Breakfast Club? I'm not sure, but this is not new. She done voiced her opinion about her father before. Like,
Yeah.
this is in the past. she has told us that her father was not there for her like that.
Yeah.
He has not been supportive. They were super beefing when it
Mhm.
first came out. So
Right.
why is he acting like he's surprised?
Yo, like,
All right,
why
I'm
is he
confused.
mad at Busta Rhymes?
He don't want
called
it
out
with
I say, like,
Busta.
what Busta do?
But don't
Put,
I'm like
put
that.
his,
Like,
put his
why you
little
doing?
baby in a video half naked.
Like he ain't seen
All
no
right.
music video from her before.
Right.
I'm confused. This is his first time out in the open.
I
I'm
don't.
so confused. And the fact that he said, you know, nobody was around, he named her. Like, what that have to do with being a father, sir?
Wait, what did he say?
He gonna talk about nobody was around.
I
He been there for her. He
cannot.
named her. Like, congratulations. That doesn't mean your father. She's saying the opposite. So why? I don't understand what point he was trying to make. I'm like, sir.
Is that her
And-
real name though? The Koi LERAY?
I think
I
that's
guess so.
I think that he
I
named
thought
the
it was
book.
her stage name until he
It's
said
cute,
that. I was like,
Benzino. You did a good job with that.
What's her name?
Yeah,
What's her name?
but why does Busta Rhymes got to call you and ask you permission to have
Y'all not
your
even on the
daughter
same
who's
level.
grown in
Stop
the
it.
video?
Because that's
He
supposed to
tried
be his
it.
homeboy. That was, I guess, or something. I don't know.
They probably got
That's
some
his homeboy.
15 something.
He's
I don't know.
delusional.
I mean,
I don't know.
if it is, I mean, you got my little baby out here in your video, homie, like half naked like that.
Please.
I kind of get that if that is your homeboy, but other than that, like,
Yo, cause that ain't Busta's call.
I was about to say,
Busta's not gonna call her up and be like, "Look, I want
She
you to
has a
be half
stylist.
naked."
Yeah, she has
She
stylists.
do what she do. Like, sir, he's just like overcompensating because of how she feels. I think he's just doing too much. He's just doing too much. Please.
but she said, I mean, she already knew what her father was about to do. She said in the interview after Angie spoke or said that, my father's the type that always has to say something. He still has a story to tell. So that's what he's doing. She
Right.
just proved herself to be right about her father. So, and you're
Oh,
proving
wow.
it yourself, Benzino.
Exactly.
And then he goes on about how he hates Angie Martinez.
Yeah. I'm like, oh man, this sounds
Like, yo, tell us how you really feel, man.
Yeah, he gonna let it all out, I guess.
Yeah.
Gonna let it all out.
But
You
that's
gotta
what
get
it
it together.
was. That's
Yeah,
what it
I
was.
see.
Yeah.
I see that. I definitely see that. I'm like, okay. All right. Well,
Well,
I don't know
look,
what to tell him.
yes, as obviously as as we get older, we understand the fact that you don't have to say everything. You don't have to say
Everybody don't get it.
anything.
Everybody don't get it because how old is he? He
He
forget
gotta
it.
be
He's
in
not gonna
his
get it
late
at this
40s,
point.
early 50s.
He's a grumpy old man.
You know, especially when your kids is getting older, you're not gonna make a statement on everything that they do.
They would disown you so fast.
Especially their career that they making a lot of money on.
They will disown you real quick.
Hey gurus, Lori Harvey and Damson Idris split after 1 year of dating with nothing but love and respect for each other. They put out a joint statement. Joint statements have been given to the press by both Lori Harvey and Damson Idris regarding their agreed split. Gurus, why do you think they broke up?
Look, let's all say it together, guys. The contract ended. Let's say this all together, guys. The contract
ended. Yes.
Actually, wait, I was surprised to see it was a year because I just feel like it's someone new every 2 seconds. So I'm like, a year.
She made this a longer contract, girl. She got to make it more believable.
Michael B for a year, right?
Yeah, the contracts are normally like a year. Here I go. Like
Yeah.
I'm right.
Contracts
normally for like a year, but maybe want to extend it for 16 months or something to make it more believable. Like let's give them a bang for their buck.
Right.
I don't know. We'll find out next relationship why they broke up because this seemed to be her thing. If this what she do, they broke up because the contract ran up. That's it.
Contract, right?
Yeah, she'll be with somebody else tomorrow.
Yes, I don't understand. I don't understand your capacity to like this many people. I'm just I don't know.
She's
I don't get it.
26, right? She's 26. She could pretty much, you know, she's a high status, beautiful woman, and she could do whatever she wants to do, you know. And you know what they also say, right? There's a thing where people be in relationships for a certain amount of time. They don't pass like a certain amount of something, and
Right.
it goes back psychology wise. It goes back to some type of childhood trauma. So what happened, like, to where like you keep, this is a year, you can't go past a year. I don't know if it's anything that deep. It's possible, but I would contribute it to her just being young, and basically being able to move however she just.
Yeah, she having fun. She can do whatever she wants. She's rich. She's young, and yeah, I can trick on these guys, and yeah, life's great.
And I really feel like they be falling in love with her, like,
because she's a very beautiful, attractive woman.
He may be somewhere with some tissues on the low.
Well, guess what? I doubt the tissues is going to be involved, because once again, this is a contract.
Yo, now it was so funny because I looked in the comments and they were saying that with all the knowledge that Steve Harvey be putting out about relationships, how come his daughter don't take any?
Leia from the Himalaya.
She's right past.
What Madonna said, girls just want to have fun.
Hey, but you know what? Lori Harvey may be the common sense of women, like, because that highlighted. I don't know how it happened, but this kind of backlashed on Common because somebody started to highlight how many relationships he been in, and Common is.
I'm crying.
They went through the list, and the list, it was nothing but it was 2 years or less.
Wow, see?
That's crazy.
It's a thing. It's a psychology thing, like trauma.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But you know what also Steve Harvey said though? And I do agree. She's out there in the public eye. Like, I mean, if it were somebody that's not out there, just a regular old girl, regular old person or whatever, and you're young and you're just, you're dating and you're just going through relationships and you're living and you're learning, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal.
So your inner circle it would be, because I know people like that, and I'll just be like, "You not tired? Like, do you like yourself? Do you really just need to keep being with people? Like, it's an issue. It's a bigger issue for her, but like I personally know people like that, and I'm just like, okay."
Yeah. Some people need to be with somebody.
Yes, it is a sad situation. Sad situation. Oh yeah, there's problems there. All of them comment her. There's something we don't know.
It's water.
What do you say?
I said it's some of that Hollywood water.
The list was very interesting though, because he was with Serena Williams.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
What's her name? The girl who played on Baby Boy? Taraji?
He was with her too?
No, I think I remember Taraji. I don't remember no damn Serena though.
I know Erykah Badu.
Yeah, Erykah Badu.
Erykah Badu.
I know her. I know he was with that lady that be doing like
the comedy.
No, the Karen Civil.
Oh, okay.
I was with Karen Civil for mad years. Yup, Karen Civil.
Really?
Who was the comedian that was what's her name?
Is it Tiffany?
Tiffany Haddish.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, I forgot about her. That was on quarantine.
Yeah, that was the most recent one, right?
Yeah,
Isn't there someone new now?
Yeah, he's with Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
Them holding hands and stuff. Girl, where you at?
No. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. It was already rumors, and then they tried to. Oh no, we're just friends, and now y'all holding hands.
It's yeah. You even got a type, Common?
No,
Yeah.
whoever
Kind of type,
at
huh?
this point, whoever it ain't gonna matter.
himself.
He can't stay committed. He said it himself.
That's what he
Mm.
said.
Yeah,
So there you go. He
he
already
has an
told
issue.
y'all.
He has a commitment issue.
He got
I've watched
problems.
interviews. I've watched interviews that he has done or documentaries where they have talked about him, and he does have commitment issues. And I think that stemmed from even with his own kids, he has an issue.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Come on, sir.
how it is now, but I know that there was a strain, so
Maybe we could chop this up to like really maybe Hollywood people just, maybe they just want to sleep around with people. Maybe, call it a relationship, then we're done.
Right, like
stick to their
sleeping
community. That's why they
relationships
so
shut
recycled.
down.
Everybody don't got money, so they only stick to the crowd that does, and the crowd that
Yeah.
does.
Maybe
It's
that's
too much. It's too much.
Profile case and now a new twist of a racially charged murder case out of Clayton County. It involves a woman who police say tried to take the law into her own hands after a hit-and-run accident.
Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm has been on top of this for us. She is live at the Clayton County Courthouse. And Rebecca, that trial has been postponed again.
Lana and Brooks, the first couple of times it was because of the pandemic. This morning, it was because the defense attorney didn't show up. Wait till you hear why and how the judge reacted. Potential jurors were ready to go in the trial of Hannah Payne. She's accused of killing 62-year-old Kenneth Herring in a 2019 case that shook Clayton County. The then 21-year-old Payne witnessed a car accident near the airport and called 911. According to prosecutors, she then followed the pickup truck that left the scene, ignoring dispatchers who instructed her not to engage the driver. Police say she did anyway, blocking him in with her Jeep and demanding that he get out of his car. There was a struggle, and Payne shot and killed the man in self-defense, according to her attorney. Herring's family later said he was having a diabetic episode at the time and was trying to get to the hospital. The case prompted racial tension in the county, but Payne's family and her attorney insisted race had nothing to do with it.
She does not see color. She sees right, she sees wrong.
As you can see, she has a great diverse group of community and friends, her family, her boyfriend. I mean, she's never really thought about race.
Now, fast forward 3 years, and that same attorney, Matthew Tucker, was a no-show this morning at what was supposed to be the start of the long-awaited trial. The defendant herself told the judge her attorney had a stroke over the weekend. The judge made some calls and confirmed he was in the hospital, but she apparently wasn't convinced he had a stroke. She found him in contempt of court. Bottom line, it could be a while before we get a new court date.
Gurus, what are your thoughts?
This is outrageous.
Beyond outrageous.
What do you want to be a citizen arrest? If you don't go chill,
Like, who gave you the right? I mean, I really feel like if, the skin was turned, it wouldn't be all this. It won't be all of this because there is nothing to decide. Like, this is point blank what happened. And
Are
y'all
we
address.
allowed to do that in New York?
what?
Absolutely not.
I was gonna say, girl, you go to jail so fast.
Yeah.
Not with no deadly weapon.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you
So-
jail
so-
for your citizens, nothing.
So here's the situation. She sees a car driving erratic. The car has an accident. Once that happens, she sees the guy who got out the car to see what was wrong. Then apparently he looked funny or whatever, got back in the car and kept driving. So what she did is she followed the man, called the police while she was in the car, stating that this man, there was an erratic driver. He just did, hit and run. The police told her, back off. Do not follow the man. She followed the man anyway. She finally stops the car. The man, after a further exchange, she ends up shooting the man. And what happened is he was having a diabetic
coma. Diabetic coma.
And so here this man is shot dead.
He tried to died. Ain't that some
disgusting?
And this happened in 2019, and here we are at the end of 2023. This girl hasn't gotten no verdict.
Nothing. Make that make sense. I want to hear the COVID drama. COVID
Is she
stuff.
still in jail?
Restrictions been over.
No, she's out on bond.
Yeah, I was about to say she got bail.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, she got bail.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. This is a cold-blooded murder. You ain't listening to the cops. How is that not an issue in itself? You not listening to the cops because y'all love to push. Don't listen to the cops. Look at them wrong. Here's this and that.
That part.
Where's that energy?
This is just.
So where do the delays keep coming from? I understand, you know, the pandemic. This happened during, you know, the high times of COVID. But why is it still?
Yes, there was a delay after that for some kind of technical reason. And after that, there was a delay because the lawyer supposedly was in the hospital.
Oh, please.
Oh, yeah, he had a stroke.
Something to that effect. But the judge did not really believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't either. Like, what? How coinky dink?
Exactly.
So you know, so she's still out gallivanting all over the place. And she could be a danger to other people.
Exactly.
This reminds me of what's the man's name in Florida that
with Trayvon?
Yes.
Zimmerman?
Yes.
Exactly. It does the same thing. Same
You know,
thing.
a lot of these.
What's she gonna sign? Cars?
Why are these people out here trying to play cops and robbers with
I
real
have
guns?
no
out
idea.
here?
I'm
And then
so
they don't get no
confused.
repercussions is the question.
None.
I'm confused at. No
Listen, this is
repercussions. Like,
another
what?
level of entitlement. Like this
I was about
is
to say, let us do it, girl. We roasted.
Oh, it's over. That's why I'm like, if it was her and he did that, oh, forget it. Forget COVID. He would have been in jail. Like everything would have went through.
No
Forget
bond.
Exactly.
Figure it out.
Yep. But y'all got all
This is what happens when you live in a country that you know has these type of laws.
Yep.
And allows people to, you know, walk around with weapons and allows people to do things such as a citizen's arrest.
And let's not forget that they allow 15 and 16-year-olds to go to gun conventions and buy guns.
Yep.
Yeah, don't forget that too.
Yep.
That's just great.
Yeah.
And they teach their kids when they're 5, 6, 7 years old how to shoot.
Yep. Why didn't I tell you I'm getting a gun license? It's not no game.
It's crazy. Like,
girl, listen.
You got a 5-year-old about to take your whole ear clean off with one shot.
Literally.
No, man. I got to be armed and ready.
Whatever happened to minding your business, though?
Whatever happened to that? Like, call the cops and going about your business. Like, come on.
Why would I do such a thing? I have to be nosy.
Exactly.
I wouldn't know what's going on so I can save the day.
These are the patriots of America.
Yes, we need
We
them.
fight for our country.
Built our country. Thank
The
you,
best
guys.
country ever.
Exactly. This is what we made of. Yeah.
Not to mention, don't remember the other guy that shot, went to 2, 3 different locations and shot up people recently in the state of Maine. And then they spent all type of money trying to find the guy, couldn't find the dude. For days they couldn't find the dude.
Yep.
And then they found him dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that looking and spending
All of
money,
that.
then they found him dead.
Like, I'm just confused. Like, their job is never consistent with their job. I'm like, are y'all all not getting the same training?
Are you getting people together to come do this type of things? Because this is crazy.
I'm so
If you guys walk them off with chips and cookies, and when y'all go or lock them up, where is the linebacker you know, punch and stuff like that? What y'all be doing when we just regular? We just like this, and you ready to straight give us 800 miles an hour? Like, what's the problem?
It's ridiculous.
Walking them out with handcuffs on. It's all right, bud. We'll get you some juice back in the office.
Yeah.
You just kill 75
I'm so sick
people.
of this.
What?
Want some juice, buddy?
So, former ASAP mob member testifies ASAP Rocky alleged tried to kill him. The former ASAP mob member who accused ASAP Rocky of shooting him has now testified that the rapper attempted to kill him. On Wednesday, November the 8th, Terrell Efron, who used to go by ASAP Relly, took the stand at the preliminary hearing for his assault case against Rocky. According to Efron's version of the events, Rocky called him and demanded to know his location. Efron believed that Rocky wanted to try and resolve their issues, so he agreed to meet him at a hotel in LA. Instead of talking things out, Efron claimed that Rocky pulled up to the scene with his goons, whipped out a gun after their conversation got heated. The alleged victim claimed Rocky pointed the gun at his stomach and said, "I'll kill you right now." Rocky didn't immediately shoot Efron at the moment. However, he claimed that he felt his hand get hot after shots rang out behind him. He alleged Rocky pulled the trigger 4 times before he ran off. Efron said he waited a full day to go to the police out of fear of retaliation. Rocky was actually in the courtroom during the hearing. He eventually left the hearing in a good mood. He even signed some autographs on his way out. Damn. In other news, Pharrell faces backlash from PETA over 1 million crocodile skin bags. Pharrell may have won over the fashion world with Louis Vuitton's new crocodile skin handbag, but not everyone is excited. Over the weekend, Louis Vuitton finally puts its Millionaire Speedy bag on sale worldwide. The bag is made of crocodile leather, comes in 5 colors, and includes pendant encrusted with authentic diamonds. Yeah, I did see that. It looked nice, but it also features gold hardware on each handle and the shoulder strap. The total price of the handbag is $1 million. Cool for the ethical of treatment of animals was not really feeling the bags at all. TMZ got a hold of the letter that PETA's senior vice president, Lisa Lang, sent to the men's creative director for luxury fashion house. Let me clear my throat for this. Dear Pharrell, this is an invitation, the likes of which you've never been offered before. The letter reads, when you were made men's creative director for Louis Vuitton, we hope animals will get lucky that you would choose vegan fabrics, which are preference of today's ethical and environmentally conscious consumers. But we aren't happy to note that your newest design, the Millionaire Speedy bag, which is crafted from crocodile skin, because when it comes to the animals being used for fashion, it isn't beautiful, it's abuse. The Grammy nomination lists are out, y'all. Let's see what it's hitting for. Record of the year. Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For? Boy Genius, Not Strong Enough. John Baptiste, Worship. Miley Cyrus, Flowers. Olivia Rodrigo, Vampire. SZA, Kill Bill. Hey.
All right, SZA.
Right. Hey. Because I'm like, I ain't know nobody else. Taylor Swift, Anti-Hero. Victoria Monet, On My Mama, You Better Go Girl. Album of the Year, Boy Genius, The Record. Janelle Monáe, The Age of Pleasure. John Baptiste, World Music Radio. Lana Del Rey, Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under the Ocean Boulevard? Girl, don't be saying stuff like that now. Miley Cyrus, End of Summer Vacation. Olivia Rodrigo, Guts. SZA, SOS. Woo! Taylor Swift, Midnight.
All right, gurus. Times are rapidly changing, and since money and image are playing more of a role in our culture and generation, the question may arise: have minority women and women of color looked for men with money more today than in times before?
Based on social media, it seems so.
What else do people post? They if
Exactly.
it's not they posting their money, you know, they're posting their successful lives and all of the good stuff. So that's what the reality looks like on social media.
Yeah.
So, you know, people just taking all of this stuff in, like it just, you know, that's what it looks like it's supposed to be. So that's what women are looking for, I guess.
If we go back to like, you know, the 90s, go back to the 80s, the 70s, and basically looking for men with money or wanting to be taken care of to a degree, with women of color, what's going on today goes against the history of hardworking Black women coming out of the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and part of the 90s. So I mean, it's like a almost like a gobswap smack, if you will. Like how did we get to a place now to wherein openly this is not a situation where you know somebody is being quiet about it and somebody is quiet expecting a certain type of thing. This is a situation where openly and outwardly basically saying that you know we no longer can rely on ourselves. I don't know what y'all think about it.
I think that we just in very different times. People are just really shallow these days. Like I don't agree with the people that's just like, if you're not working in this bracket, you're not making this type of money, you're not for me. I don't know how that's a characteristic. That's shallow. So I personally, I don't respect that. And like, it doesn't matter who you are, like what you make and all that stuff like that. Like that don't have nothing to do with a relationship. Yes, it's a commitment. And if you're married, you know, things come with it. It becomes like a business, so to speak. But it's just like, if that's what you're going after, like, why are you even worried about that? Like, worry about yourself. Worry about what you make and all of that. It's just like, I understand wanting somebody equal, but then I look at it like, well, what do you like? It sounds like an insecurity. If you don't have somebody that on the outside looks like what you look like, then it's a problem. Like that's some self problems right there.
Do you guys feel like other races of women um, aren't as open as Black women are today about wanting men to take care of them?
They aren't as open. I know what I feel like is they just come from a different dynamic, so they don't have those kind of struggles, so to speak. That's not something that they're used to. They don't see that. Like I work with people from all different backgrounds, yeah, and this is not something that goes on with them.
Hey,
The
they
woman might be
already
making
have
more,
that for the
whatever.
most part. Like
You're the
Yeah,
only one
that's
that
how
have to experience that.
their life is set up
exactly.
anyway, probably in
Yeah,
the first place. Like that's
yeah.
just you know, that's always been the what it is for them, you know. Um, so
And
when
that's
it comes,
normal.
yeah, that's normal. Like
Yeah.
they expect that. That's what it is. Like the parents expect, you know, their daughter to be taken care of, you know, by this young man. Like that's just an expectation. So, yes, there was a time where, you know,
Because you know the quote strong Black woman is associated with the Black woman or the minority woman that can go provide for herself. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
that is it, but
Yeah.
when people say strong Black woman,
that
Yeah.
actually gets on my nerves a little bit. You know why? Because yes, we are very strong, the strongest of them all. Okay,
Yeah.
but we didn't ask to be this damn
And
strong.
we don't want to be strong
Exactly.
all the
We
damn
don't
time
necessarily want
We
to
shouldn't have
to
to.
be
We
want
should
to
this
not
be
have
damn
strong
to.
all the
strong.
time.
Like,
Exactly.
come help me.
Right. Listen, that's not how
Strong
it was
all the time.
designed.
Who gonna save me? I want to be saved.
Exactly. That's not how it's designed. Like I don't agree with the man needs to do everything like he's your crutch for everything, but I definitely agree where the man is supposed to be the head. And that like that's deeper than money. Like he's really supposed to be the lead,
These
you know, for
sassy,
everything.
these sassy
But
men
that
nowadays, honey, you can't expect nothing.
no, it's
Because
weird and it's just different right now. Like people
very,
don't, and when they hear provide, they think money. Then like, oh, I don't have the money, so I don't have this and that. People just they don't got it together. That's it. It's all
Let me
over the
ask
place.
you this as a man though, Blake, and as a black man, does it like what's going on right now? Do you think that that's more of a motivation for black men to step it up more, or do you think that it's
in a black man's mind,
in a today's black man's mind.
yeah, in a today's black man mind, I really don't think, I think the it's changed, you know, and some of it is due to society, some of it is due to high pricing, some of it, however, there are older men who just, but some older men don't even want, you know, their wives to work. Like they don't even, are you kidding me? You know, that's the situation. And a lot of times some people think that the perspective on it is generational. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a man coming out of let's say the 70s, you know, you believe there was men back in the day that just used to come home and hand their checks to their wives. And the wife would, you know, take care of the family.
Right.
You know, nowadays, if you combine child support and people being involved with the wrong individual, men took on the perspective of, oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So again, some of it is Instagram, some of it is social media shaping shaping what we view, and then some of it is basically generational. And yeah, but I agree wholeheartedly that, you know, a strong black woman, the quote strong black woman, shouldn't be looked at the way it is. Especially by people outside of black and brown community.
It's all of these things, like you were saying, Blake, Instagram, society, generational. When you break all of it down, it's really brokenness. That's really all it is.
But that was the
It's
plan.
brokenness within the community. That's it.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
and so I really think though that you know, when people do come together, especially in minority communities, we got to set the pace. We got to set the example. We got to set whatever, you know. That's why I say, like, yo, we don't do enough talking sometimes. Like we don't, you know, get down because it's difficult. You know, a lot of people. Let's be real. A lot of people don't want to associate with anything difficult. You know, and talking to somebody and huh?
I said, and two, people only worried about self. They're not gonna come together.
Yeah.
Everybody's worried about self.
That's our problem.
Everybody's
That's our
worried
problem. And that's that. It goes down deep. People are worried about self, and then that goes down to businesses in our community. That goes down to how we're being perceived by other people.
Exactly. It's horrible.
It is.
We have to do healing as a community. You know, it's like you said, it's about self, but that is derived from a place of where it had to be about self, you know.
But even in the hardest times, I don't mean to cut you, but even in the hardest times like slavery, they weren't worried about self.
Right.
They weren't worried about self in slavery. They were not worried about self. They were worried about this.
Yeah.
Well, and then from there it developed into
exactly
a need to worry about self to get ahead. To
that's what they wanted.
You know, to come up, to be okay, you know.
And it's one thing if it's about self, but it's another thing to tear somebody else down.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
walks of life.
You can be about self, but if you feel a need to tear somebody else's business down somebody else's black business or somebody else's brown business down because you're so motivated in self. And that's another
That's
problem.
the problem, right? They got to be a boundary. Like you could be about yourself, but it still ain't all about you at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's all about you, especially when you have a business. You have to be
Mhm.
about your community. You know, you have
Right?
to
Like how you
be
run the
about,
business and about
yeah,
you.
you're
Make
serving
that make
you're
sense.
serving your community, so you have to be
Right.
a part. You have to be a part. You may not want to, oh, I don't like people, I don't like this, but you want people to come work at or come shop at your establishment or
Yeah.
buy from yours. It's like, come on.
Former NBA star Joe Smith reacts to discovering his wife's OnlyFans account. Ex-NBA player Joe Smith was furious after learning that his wife Keisha Chavez created an OnlyFans. A viral video showed the couple in a heated argument over the news. Smith was pacing in the kitchen as he stressed over her decision to disrespect him. Wife Keisha Chavez could be seen nonchalantly drinking coconut water and recording his reaction. He then became upset that she was focused on recording his reaction instead of understanding where he was coming from. Gurus, what are your thoughts after seeing that video?
Corny. I think it was mad whack for her to record that
Super
and post
corny.
it. I was
think
like, ew,
that's your husband.
cringy. That's corny.
And I feel like because your last resort was your first resort, it's crazy to me that that's the only way that you could think to get money. She said she has many businesses, so I'm not going to discredit her on that. She said she has many businesses, but oh, this is how you met me. This is how you met me. Okay, do you still carry out that behavior? Like if I was, an angry person, do I still carry out being an angry person? Like
Exactly. So wait, she has multiple businesses, but is she
Yeah.
doing them on OnlyFans?
No.
I don't know much
She
background
has
on
a
her.
dry cleaning business. She had I don't know if it's trucking, but she has something like, a couple of other, I don't know if it's car wash, but it's a couple of other things that she says she did have. So, she's saying that basically she's the one that has to foot everything because of the simple fact of he is not, he has depression. You're not in the league anymore. Things are not how it used to be. You're not making the money you used to make. So he's depressed. So it's like she has to now pick up the foot of that. I thought for better or worse, that's what you're here for. You don't record him and say, oh, yeah, you found out. Oh, well, now you know. Like what?
That's ghetto. Yeah, why
Like
you do
what?
that? So wait,
That's your
so
husband.
she's on OnlyFans doing
I guess
like
the
the
stuff that
OnlyFans
he
stuff?
met her doing. He met her being a stripper.
Okay.
And she's on OnlyFans doing strip like
Wait
behavior.
a minute. He met her being a stripper?
When he met her, that was already her profession.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I don't
That
know
was
nothing.
that's what she said in the video. You met me like this.
Yeah, that's
And then she did an interview saying that this is how I was when he first met me. This was my profession. So now that I'm married, now that, things are, over time, things change. Money change, people change, leagues change. They don't want you no more. You ain't the hot topic, this, that. You have to figure out life now. So all that money that you was splashing and splurging, you didn't take an accountability to probably put it in the right place, or you probably didn't. It didn't work out for you. Who knows? Either way, he ain't footing his part, and she decided to do the job. And she's saying, "Oh well, now you know our bills paid though, right? We got stuff to do though, right? We ain't got to worry about the next bill though, right?"
All right, so it kind of opens up another question too, then, because if your husband or if he is not making the type of money he generally used to make, or you guys are in financial problems, do you get a OnlyFans without telling them?
No, that is so ghetto.
That's the
So
whole
many
thing.
other strategies that you can come up with.
It's like I felt like that was like a kind of just like a lashing out. She's super upset and angry with him. She's lost respect for him. Yes, it was very disrespectful. She quite obviously does not have very much respect for that man. But at the end of the day, that's your husband, right? So I'm just gonna assume that she probably got married for the wrong reasons, because for you to be putting it out there like this, Like, you don't got no respect for that man. None. You didn't tell him that. You just went ahead and did what you
That's
want to do, and you probably married him because obviously he was caked up. He had money at the time or whatever, and now you're mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we could underscore the fact that just because somebody is making a whole lot of money doesn't mean that they're a good money manager.
And that's what I'm saying. Homie probably didn't manage his money right. It went to the toilet, or he probably thought he had a good investment and that went to the toilet too. So you got to start from scratch again. You got to be a regular person again.
Yeah, I mean, so OnlyFans has also changed. That's why I asked, what is she doing there? Because I forget that it has really changed.
Yeah.
Because people do, like, during the
Different
pandemic,
things.
people doing like their businesses. It's crazy. And
Right.
so, like, it was like a month ago now, actually, I did hair for the new CEO of OnlyFans, and she was in New York to do a conference for like influencers, everybody that's moving their business. So it had nothing to do with anything sexual. So that's why I'm like, if she was smart, she could have just went that route, but she's going from anger and whatever. And why we got to see all of that? Like, that was just so ghetto. Why we got to know all that? I'm just
It
like,
was ghetto, and like you said, it was corny because
like, what?
you are clearly a grown woman. Okay,
Like, come on.
And this is what you're like. That is such a turn off. Like,
it's such a turn off.
It is. And I hope he files for divorce too. But she could really be herself.
A lot of men would look at it as, okay, you're having financial problems. This was your excuse to get naked.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? So that at any other given moment, if anything was to happen, this is the type of route you gonna go? No, man. No, man. Not interested.
Well, all right, gurus, it's been a good show.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yes.
Hey, gurus, this is the Lady Guru Show. And we are out of here.
Where my girl at?